Hey everyone, welcome to my channel. Tony here. Tony's LPs Are Us. Hope everyone's doing well. Today we're doing a little Christmas theme video segment. I'm going to show maybe 25 or 26 Christmas albums that I've accumulated through the years, 50 years of collecting, that I'm going to show. Some of them, I'm probably guessing many of you don't even know that there's a Christmas album with this particular celebrity or this particular group or artist. So that's basically what I'm trying to convey here, that there are so many Christmas albums. I'm only showing a little bit of my collection. I may do a part two. We'll see how this one goes. But these are some of the rarer ones, some of them that I've never even seen them again. I've seen them once or twice, and in books and on, maybe on YouTube, but that's about it. And if you wait till the end of my video, I'm going to put an end screen up that you may want to click onto. It has to do with care of vinyl. So if you're a new vinyl collector, have some concerns about how to care for your vinyl, how to care for vinyl and shrink wrap, things of that nature, click onto that end screen. That'll be on the end of this video. But I want to thank everyone once again for stopping in. The E-light is on, so we are recording, and we're going to proceed. So let's go. First one up, I'm just pulling these random and not in order. This is a really cool one. I must have had this one for 30, 40 years. I was happy to find it. Don't ever see it anymore. It's on AUDIOPHILE Soul Christmas. And because it's Soul Christmas, it's soul music for the most part. A lot of rhythm and blues, soul music. It has Otis Redding, White Christmas, King Curtis, What Are You Doing New Year's Eve, Backdoor Santa with Clarence Carter. That would be good Jim Morrison, right? Simon Burke, Christmas Presents. Joe Tex, I'll Make Everyday Christmas. Booker T and the MGs is on this. So that's, and this is on AUDIOPHILE. Next up is another great one that's probably more common, The Wonderful World of Christmas Soul. This is a reissue. I've had this. This is on Audio Fidelity label, which used to be a very Audio Fidelity label, but I don't think it is anymore. This has Jerry Butler, Brooke Benton, Patti LaBelle, Holy Night. Sam Cooke is on here. Anita Moore, Brooke Benton, Sonny Till and the Oreos, Bishop Kane, and Merry Christmas Baby by Charles Brown, which is a classic. You see that there. This is on the Audio Fidelity label. This is a rare one. I think this may be their second Christmas album. This is the Ramsey Lewis Trio. This is on Argo, jazz label. And this is called Off the Record, More Sounds of Christmas. So I'm assuming there was a previous one. I don't have many jazz Christmas records. I do have, oh yeah, here it is in the middle. Sounds of Christmas, you see that? So this is a cool one, Ramsey Lewis. You all know Ramsey Lewis. This is a rare one. This is from the 50s. This is a OG. I got this from a little old lady who was selling her record collection to me, and I gave her a good price. This is Merry Christmas, Brenda Lee. This has been reissued. This is on Decca, a mono. And this has Rockin' Around the Christmas Tree, Jingle Bell Rock, Blue Christmas, Frosty the Snowman, on and on and on. Really great cover. And what I do with a lot of these during Christmas, I actually put them up in one of our rooms when we entertain. I have them on a shelf all around the perimeter of the room. And here is the Decca inner. Just going to show that, but I want to show the beautiful Decca. And White Christmas by Bing Crosby, the original is on Decca. I'm not showing that, but that's kind of common. But I do have one that's not so common, Bing Crosby, I Wish You a Merry Christmas. And behind it is a Decca White Christmas. I have many copies. I even got a few reissues for Christmas a few years ago. This is a good one, Jimmy Dean's Christmas. Now, Jimmy Dean was a famous actor. He has Sausage. He was also in a James Bond movie, Diamonds Are Forever. So that's Jimmy Dean. I've never seen this one before. This was a promo. You could see someone try to pull the label. I bought this at a radio station that was going defunct, and I saw it in the paper, and I went there. This was a few years ago, not too far from here, and I was able to get some really good stuff. And this is cool because it's actually a white label promo that their record station had. And you can see it's a 2i. And, you know, they took care of their records at the station, and it's a Christmas record. So, you know, maybe they played 1 or 2 tracks seasonally and didn't really wear out the grooves as if it was Piano Man or whatever. Now, this is a rare one. This has a great cover. That's why I pulled it. Dennis Day, not Dennis Day and the Knights, but Dennis Day sings Christmas is for the Family with Boys Choir. And on the cover, you can see the famous Jack Benny playing his violin. And this is with Lou Hollingsworth and a Wurlitzer electronic organ. This is a really cool sounding record. And this is on Design label. There it is, right there. Next is a great one. It's pretty common, but I don't see it too often. I don't think many people have this one on album. Maybe they have the CD. Lou Rawls, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, ho, ho, ho. And that's it there. This is on Capitol. This is a Capitol reissue, so it may be a bridge. It's the yellow Capitol label. Next up is a cool cover. I just pulled it out because it says something that's interesting for all us audiophiles. Hi-Fi Christmas Party with Domenico Savino and his orchestra and choir. And this is on Camden RCA. I've never seen this anywhere else. Picked it up in a collection. And I had a really cool one last year, but I sold it. The Brady Bunch Christmas, which I've never seen before. You know, sometimes I just have to get rid of certain things and, you know, buy other things. This is a cool one. You may not see this one. This is an OG. This is on Motown. If you ever heard of these guys, the Jackson 5, featuring Michael Jackson. This has Wish You a Merry Christmas, The Christmas Song, Nat Cole, Little Drummer Boy, Rudolph, Give Love on Christmas Day, which may be an original. I believe that was a Joe Bett music. I Saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus, which is really cool because Michael sings that. And here's the inner for Motown. It was an inner with coupons where you could buy stuff. This is an oldie but goodie. You may have seen this one if you remember Bobby Sherman, the heartthrob of Teen Beat magazine, rivaled the Monkees, Herman's Hermits, you know, all those groups that, you know, the teenagers flocked to in the mid 60s or 70s. That's Bobby Sherman. This is not a bad album. This isn't an original inner, but this is on Monument Records. And Monument Records was famous for Roy Orbison and some great sound on those Monument Records. I have those in mono and stereo, and they're beautiful. This is an oldie but goodie, and I picked this up again. I picked this up at a used record store for only $4.99. Which I'll mention, Spin Me Round. Original price was $1.98, marked down from a list price of $3.98, and I got this for $4.99. Probably got it on sale, less than that. This is a mono on Wing Records, High Fidelity, Patty Page, and this has on it Jingle Bells, Christmas Choir, White Christmas, Santa Claus is Coming to Town. One side are more ballads, and one side is the rock stuff. Where did my snowman go? Don't know that. The Mama Doll Rag, Pretty Snowflakes. I Want to Go Skating with Willie Mays. This is a cool one. This is a nice one I picked up again at the same record shop. This is on Stax. This has Isaac Hayes, Little Johnny Taylor, the Temprees, the Emotions, Albert King. This is it right here on Stax. This sounds really good. I remember playing it a few years ago. I'm going to really play these this year. Albert King, Christmas Comes But Once a Year. And Albert King, Santa Claus Wants Some Lovin'. Now, that Santa Claus is a cool Santa Claus. Isaac Hayes, The Mistletoe and Me. The Temprees, Christmas Time Again. The Emotions, What Do the Lonely Do at Christmas? And here's a shot of the back. And this is on vinyl. You don't see this on vinyl. There's a beautiful Stax purple label. A little different from the bluer label. Various artists, it's Christmas time again. And this is still in shrink from Disc City originally, $5.49 or so. Probably in the 70s, right? This is a cool one that you don't see too often. It's one of my newer ones. I picked this up again used. But this has Dr. John, The Roaches, Nicole Larson, George Post, Eugene Ruffolo, Eastern Bloc, Acme Brass Ensemble. This is Have Yourself a Merry Christmas. And you can see there a lot of writing and a lot of notes. Dr. John does... Oh, Nicolette Larson, did I mention her? Dr. John does Silent Night. So, and that's the label. This is mint, near mint. Got this at a garage sale. This is a nice one, again on the Audio Fidelity, probably custom label on holiday. This is Wonderful World of Children's Christmas. This has a lot of groups you all know, a lot of soul groups, soul artists. This has Gene Autry, it has country rock artists. The Story of Snoopy's Christmas, and the famous Peppino, the Italian mouse, Lou Monte. And I saw Mommy Kissing Santa Claus, but the real kicker is White Christmas by Tiny Tim on Audio Fidelity Holiday. This is a rare one. If you guys watch TV in the 60s, you probably, even on reruns on MeTV, you know about these guys, the Bonanza, the Cartwrights, Joe, Hoss, Ben, Little Joe, there was Candy. Just, it's great. And they actually talk on here and sing on here. So it's really cool. I don't know if they're all on here. I know Michael Landon is and Dan Blocker. But they do Jingle Bells, Santa Got Lost in Texas, which is one of my favorites. Stuck in the Chimney, that must be Hoss. Why Do We Light the Christmas Candles on Christmas? Merry Christmas, Neighbor. Christmas is a Coming, God Bless You. And there's the back if you want to look at that. This is my only copy. I think I had another one, I sold it. This is on RCA. Dynagroove. Really nice condition. An original RCA inner. And this has a shrink. This still has shrink. So Christmas at the on the Ponderosa. This is one that you may not know even exists because I was happy to find it. I have a couple cool ones coming up. This is Captain Kangaroo from the children's television show, Captain Kangaroo. Just amazing. It's Bob Geeson, Sleigh Ride, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, Jingle Bells, Rudolph, Silent Night, I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas. Never heard that one. This is on Golden Record. This is in mono. And there it is. I'll show you the label if you're interested. It's a gold. The label's golden, obviously. So while we're moving along, we're almost finished. I want to thank everyone. If you haven't subscribed, please sub. It really helps us out. Like and subscribe is what they usually say on these channels. But I really appreciative that you've come in. I hope everyone's getting their stuff ready for the holidays. It's right around the corner. This is a good one you probably never saw. Maybe not. Maybe I've never seen it before. Smokey Robinson and the Miracles. The great Smokey Robinson, the co-founder of Motown. And he still looks good. I just saw a Christmas special with him on a few days ago on one of the networks. And Smokey's up there. He's probably 80 or so. The Season for Miracles. So nice touch on that. Here's the back with the people in Detroit around the Christmas tree. And this is on Motown. This was a cutout. This has Deck the Halls. I could hear him singing that, right? God Rest You Merry Gentlemen. A lot of good vocals there for Smokey and the group. Go Tell It on the Mountain. The Child is Waiting. Peace on Earth. So there's a lot of things here that are not your typical Christmas rock soul, but traditional Christmas that they do their take on. Here's one that you probably knew about. I also have this #1, but this is the Disco Christmas Jollies 2. This is on Casablanca, great disco record, great disco label. This has Deck the Halls, Joy to the World, God Rest Ye Merry Gentlemen, and this is all to a disco beat. You could dance to this record. And a great cover. This is a classic. This is an OG, I believe. That's why I pulled it. Yeah, OG on Grand Prix Series. Gene Autry Sings. There's the label. Now, Gene Autry, of course, the singing cowboy. And he was the one who, I believe he wrote Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. I know he was the first one to make it famous, but I think he wrote it right there. Gene Autry on Grand Prix. This may be a second pressing. The back has ads on it. Oh no, the back has ads for his stuff and other Christmas records. So Gene Autry, let me see if he wrote that song. No credits on here. The next one up is kind of common, but I thought it would be cool. If you don't know about it, you may not know about it. Hard to find, you know, maybe a $30 record. John Denver and the Muppets, Christmas Together. I believe this might have a poster in it. There's the RCA label. Let me just see if this is with poster. I have it written down, with poster. So there's the back. This is probably my only Christmas record in this pile with a poster. So let's see. It has a gatefold, which is nice. John Denver was cool with poster, but where is the poster? Okay, poster is mint. There's part 1, part 2. It's folded into 4 squares or triangle or rectangles, and that's the poster. So with poster, I marked that. Of course, with the poster, it's going to be a premium. You're going to pay a little more if you get the poster, or pay a lot more. Usually these records, older records, with the poster, if you try to buy it online, this may have been reissued, but if you buy an original with the poster, it's probably just as much as the record itself, I would think. Here's a nice one. I got a couple of these, gave them as Christmas gifts. This was only $7.99. It's a 10-inch. Jimi Hendrix, Merry Christmas and Happy New Year. And what the Hendrix people did was they put together a few tracks that they thought were could be holiday themed. Here you have Silent Night and stuff for New Year's. Little Drummer Boy, Little Christmas Joy, Three Little Bears. I don't know what that is, but that's the record that they put together. This came out a few years ago. This is on green vinyl. It feels weird when you hold a 10-inch after you've held 24, 23, 12-inch. It's kind of weird. So that's this. That's a 10-inch. It's pretty cool. Sounds good. The Hendrix family. This is the one I showed the other day. I did a Beatles Christmas fan club messages, the box set. So I pulled this out. And Mr. Stickerman tells me that this is a bootleg. It has promo on it, but he says from this, and I'll show it to him again. And it looks it may be faded, but he said from the way this label is produced, that's most likely a bootleg. But I don't really care. You know, like even with the introducing the Beatles, like I said, the bootlegs are actually bootlegs from VJ Records. So there are some other ones that aren't. But this is the Beatle Fan Club record. So this is all 745s and all the messages are on. So this is really cool. I couldn't find my Phil Spector Christmas, which is somewhere, but that's another great one that you don't see too often. That's been reissued, of course, many times. So, but this is you know, one of my treasures here, one of my gems, being for Beatle people. This one's nice because this one has the Christmas card attached. This is called the Partridge Family Christmas card. This is first pressing. This Christmas card comes out. It's in an envelope. It's attached to the front. Usually you see these without the Christmas card, or you'll see a facsimile of the Christmas card photographed onto the jacket. But this is actually a card that comes out. This is in shrink. It's been opened, I believe. Yes, it's opened. And this was only $1.96 at Sutton Records. Sutton Records was a cutout distribution place. They were a one-stop, which means you could buy, pick up CDs, cassettes at the time, 8-tracks and records basically. But they were a one-stop, and they had all the cutouts. And at our record store, we would go there and buy the cutouts. Now, we would maybe pay $1.25 for this, and they would sell for $2. So that's a pretty good profit when these were blown out. Here's a nice one. This is a reissue. This is from Big John, Johnny Cash Christmas. There'll be Peace in the Valley. Haven't seen an original of this. I do have another Johnny Cash Christmas record somewhere. But this is, he talks on here, of course. He says, I'm the man in black. Christmas time's a coming. Ringing the bells for him. Religious. Merry Christmas, Mary. Blue Christmas. Here was a man, King of Love. Some great stuff on here, on green vinyl. This is one that you probably haven't seen. I was really shocked when I found it. Christmas Time with the Three Stooges. And Mo and Larry, and forget the other guy's name, but I should know. This is the one of the last of the threesome after Curly and Joe Besher. I believe he showed up. And this is I Want a Hippopotamus for Christmas is also on here. This is a reissue through Rhino. So you can see that. But really nice facsimile. Let's check out the label. It has a nice Rhino inner. Rhino's a great company. We love Rhino. And there's the Rhino reissue. So Christmas Time with the Stooges. Pretty cool, right? Now this one I threw in, it's common. This is not common. This is a first press. And the reason I got this is from that person, the little old lady I met with. She sold me a bunch of her records, and she had some really cool Christmas records. She had this one, which was a first press. Here's the inner. The blue inner, I guess, first press, right? Ads. The Colonel knew how to market his boy. And please, wait till the end, because I'm going to put up that. I may put up two, but I'm going to put up an end page or an end screen, so you'll see some other videos you can click onto. And I want to thank you again. But this is Elvis Presley Christmas album. Now, the reason I pulled this out is she wrote on the record, I forget her name now, maybe Dolores, passed away 8/16/77. So she actually wrote it on red ink. And I asked her about it. We talked about the day the music died. So this is not the mono. This is probably a later. It says electronically reprocessed. So it must sound terrible. Didn't really play it. But Elvis sings Christmas songs. Elvis's Christmas album. I have a number of Elvis's Christmas albums. Don't know how many he has. There's a lot of reissues now. But here you have Christmas with Elvis, another Elvis Christmas album, Peace in the Valley. On the bottom, you could see those ads. The Colonel was infamous for those ads. So that's it. We'll leave with this one. Passed away on 8/16/77. Wow. But that's great. Blue Velvet. Thanks a lot. Really appreciate it. Keep rocking, and we'll see you soon, and Merry Christmas. Ciao.